All right, next question here. Pretty quick one, but does show an example of something we don't necessarily practice very often, but it is something that is handy. So this is going to be a function that will print out the ASCII value of a character. So it's going to take in a char as a parameter, but we want to get the integer version of where it maps on the ASCII table. All right. So now keep in mind this one prints the ASCII value, not returns the ASCII value. So our return type here will be void. And let's call this guy print ASCII. And it'll take a char C as a parameter. So that's our prototype. We'll go ahead and implement it. And all we're going to do here is we're going to output. I like using an extra set of parentheses, but it's not actually needed here. But we want to output the integer version of whatever C is. All right. So C, we already know holds a 8-bit unsigned integer. So it can hold values between 0 and 255, which maps to the ASCII character set. So we know, we learned in class that under the hood, these things are stored as numbers. Even though when we pass around chars, we expect them to look like characters. So this is a quick little way for us to peek under the hood and see that it actually is stored as a integer. So what this is called here is something called typecasting. We're just saying whatever C is, treat it like it's an int. That is, give me the real value that's under the hood. Don't do the conversion for me. All right, so now we can call print ASCII and let's give it a lowercase a, for example. We'll call print ASCII. Let's give it a uppercase Z. And let's do print ASCII like a question mark. All right, go ahead and run that. Oop. Probably should have finished typing that line before I was lecturing you on it. So there's that fix there. All right, so we see a lowercase a is a 97, an uppercase Z is a 90, and a question mark is ASCII value 63. So this will work for any of your keys on the keyboard. You can pass it in and see the ASCII value, or you can just Google ASCII character set and look it up yourself. Either one will work, but there's an example of doing it programmatically.